Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg and this is a 69 GTO. This baby's got a 400 under the hood. It's got a 4-speed shifter between those bucket seats. It's beautifully restored and you're gonna love checking it out. So go to the website at vanguardmotorsales.com. We'll put it on a lift so you can see just how nice it is on the bottom side. We're gonna pop the hood and fire it up. We're gonna get out and drive it. We're gonna look at the trunk. We're gonna look at the interior. We're gonna show you everything you wanna see so you can make a great decision on your GTO investment. So come on up and we'll fire it up for you right now. So check this beauty out, man. The paint is phenomenal. I tell you, body work on the car is off the hook. Painter was definitely a pro. All the lines line up nice. The paint is smooth as can be. That Enduro bumper's looking great. All the paint's looking nice and sweet on that. You guys that know these cars know that normally the paint's all cracked up on these bumpers. It is beautiful. Straight as an arrow. Look down the side of it. All the chrome looks good, all the trim looks awesome. It's got factory style wheels on it, rocker moldings, wheel lip moldings look good, doors are fitting nice, stainless is in good shape, door handle looks like it's new, all the felts look like they've been replaced. Door jamb is nice and clean, the lips on the door look good, the rubber's been replaced, the door panel is in great shape. Steering wheel itself's in good shape, and there's that 4-speed shifter. You want to talk about rare, and one of these 69 GTOs, they didn't make that many 4-speeds. I tell you what, it is cool. We've got a beautiful interior in here also. We got seat belts in the front. Back seat doesn't look like it was ever set in. Headliner's in good shape. Dome lights working. Dash pad itself's in beautiful shape. All the wood grain on the dash looks good. The trim on the dash looks good. The lenses on the gauges are nice and clean. The faces of the gauges are nice and tight. You look down the side of it, look at the reflections in here. I can see yellow paint on that car. I don't even know where the picture is. Oh, it's coming up on the TV. All the different colors of the car. I can see the reflections in this paint. It is beautiful. All the lines look up good. We got great looking chrome back here. Now the taillight lenses, these do look like they're original and they are showing a little bit of age. Let's pop open the trunk and take a look in there. Inside the trunk, it's all freshly coated, looking great. Looks like there was a piece of patchwork done in here. It's been all welded in and seam sealed in. You can't even tell it was done. Bottom side of the deck lid's nicely painted. The lips look good. The gutters look good. All the rubber's in good shape. When you look down the side of the car, look at the reflections. You can see all the benches. It is amazing. Painter on the car did a beautiful job. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're not consignment dealers. That means we own this car. We've got about 240 cars in stock right now today, and we're bringing in new ones every day. Now we bought 48 new cars last month. That's a lot of new inventory, guys, so watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and our website. I'm involved in buying every one of those cars here at Vanguard, so what that means to you is you're getting my expertise helping you pick out your dream car. Let's take this GTO 4-speed for a ride. I tell you what, there's not a lot of these 69 4-speeds out there. Most of these cars seem like they were automatics. I tell you what, this is one beautiful one right here, guys. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're shipping experts. We can ship this GTO anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. Tom will tell you just how easy it is to park this dream in your driveway. And if you want some help with financing, no problem whatsoever on the finance end on it. We will get this baby financed for you, and we'll get this dream in your driveway. Now listen to the exhaust. It's got an awesome sound to it. Trans feels good, car's looking beautiful, bucket seats, 4-speed, GTO. What else do you need? This thing is ready to go, guys. Call us anytime. Tommy answers his phone 7 days a week and practically 24 hours a day. So call anytime. As you can see down here on the dash, the speedo's working. It does have a clock in it. It is not going roundy round. It does have the stock radio in it. Of course, we got the Hurst shifter in here. Looking great, feeling beautiful. Car's awesome, guys. Brings me back to high school days. One of my buddies in high school had a 69 GTO. Used to race him all the time. I hate to say it, but I used to beat him too. But I tell you what, this one's running awesome. I don't know if my old 67 Cougar had been able to take out this beautiful car. Look at this guy. He spent so much time looking at us, he don't even want to get around the corner to get out of our way. Listen to that exhaust. Now, we'd love to have you come out and check out the car in person. We're right outside of the airport. We're only 20 minutes from the airport. If you'd love to come out, we'd love to have you. You can drive out on a Saturday. We're here on Saturdays, no problem whatsoever. Call Tom, let him know you're coming so we can have your favorite vehicle right out front where you can see it. We do have 80,000 square feet of indoor storage and over 240 cars in stock right now. So we'd love to have you come out. We're gonna do something now that nobody else in the industry does. We're gonna put this car up in the air so you can check out the underside, and then we're gonna pop the hood, see what's making the power. We're gonna show you everything you need to see right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1969 GTO that Greg has just taken you through most of the tour of. I'll be finishing it off. Unfortunately, Greg is out of the shop at the moment. So starting from the back forward, something I'd like to point out is it does look like it has a trunk pan replacement in it. It looks like they did a pretty good job under here, and most of the metal work on this car looks to be professionally done. And I'll point it out as I move forward here. Of course, it's got a brand new gas tank in it. It looks like it actually has a new wiring harness in the back, considering it has the new sending unit wire, and of course that all comes with the wiring harness that would come for the trunk there. Now, as far as rear ends go, this is just the Pontiac fluted style 10-bolt rear end. About a 323 gear in this thing. It is an open differential, and judging by the date code here, which is K078, it's a late 68 casting, which is telling me that it probably is correct for the car. Something else that this car does have is it's got a nice exhaust on the thing, a very fresh exhaust, good high cat backs on it. Springs look to be relatively recent, along with the shocks. We do have drum brakes on this, and of course here at Vanguard we're probably more familiar with the drums than we are with the discs, so you can be assured that these are going to be put together properly when you get the car. Now, of course, for mufflers, you have a set of Flowmasters, very, very typical for old school hot rods. There's a reason for it. They sound pretty decent. Floor pan here looks to be solid. This, I believe, to be an original part of the floor pan, considering that this the spot welds on this here frame connector here looks like they're in really good and original shape. Frame, of course, looks nice and solid on it. All the dog legs of the frame look like it's nice and tight. Now, coming in through here looks like where we have our patches done, and it's really difficult to tell it. You can see that and the only reason I can tell is because they added a little bit of extra sealer here, and that's the only real reason, because outside of that, it looks extremely factory, and a high quality replacement panel was used. We do have, looks like a brand new brake, fuel, and vapor line for the fuel system. Transmission cross member looking like it's in good shape. Same thing with the transmission mount. And something else I'd like to point out, we do have new U-joints on either side of the drive shaft. I saw that on this car while I was looking, doing the numbers on it, looking underneath it. Now, as far as the transmission goes, it's a Muncie M21. Now, the transmission does not happen to be numbers matching for the car, but it's pretty darn close. It's a 1970, the car being a 69. It's pretty close, and like I said, M21 there. Factory-looking bell housing, and has the little inspection shield on it. Moving forward to that, looks like the front end has been gone through at some point. We do have, looks like a set of recent shocks on it. Front end feels like it's actually pretty tight, and of course we have all of our guys actually really check the front ends, go through them, we drive the cars. And if the tires tell any tale as far as the health of the front end, you can see that the tread pattern wear is actually in pretty good shape as well. Tires look to be relatively recent as well. Drum brakes on the front of this car. Like I said, same as the back, we go through all of our drum brakes. You can be assured that we get them set up properly for you when you get the car. Sway bar looks like it's original to the car. Looks like the end links have been replaced. Upper ball joints look to be replaced, along with the lower ball joints as well. Looks like a brand new fuel pump on the thing with a pretty nicely made steel line here, and we're going to go, you'll see the rest of it up top. Something else I'd like to point out, you can still see it's got the tag on the brand new lower radiator hose, and the engine looks to be pretty fresh, and the previous owner stated he's rebuilt it, but we're going to get into that in just a second. All that being said, there's only one other thing I'm going to point out while I'm down here, and this is the section of the Chevelle and GTO frame that likes to rot, is this low section here in the front, fills up with dirt, starts to rot. As you can see, it looks like it's in pretty solid shape here, and the telltale sign is the steering box will actually start working on the frame here, but it looks like it's in good shape. Same with this side. Overall, it's got my seal of approval. Let's check out wheels and tires. Okay guys, for wheels and tires, we have a BF Goodrich Radial TA. Like I said, they're a relatively recent addition to the car. 215/70 R14, 14 meaning that this is a 14-inch rim, and it is the Pontiac correct rim for the car. It looks like it, if it hasn't been restored, it is a repop, but of course there's no way that this has survived over the years this nice. But overall, very nice. It even has the correct lug nuts as well. Let's go check out the rear. All right, for guys, back here, we do have two 35/60 R14, which is a little bit larger. Same good looking wheel, lug nuts. And something else we always like to point out while we're back here is you get a good look at the bodywork from the underside of the car. It tells a little bit more than looking at it from the top. So a little bit of polish right there, but outside of that, looks like it's in pretty good shape. Overall, no real complaints. I guess that all being said, let's take a look at the numbers matching 400 under the hood. All right, guys, this is the 400 Pontiac V8 that will be underneath the hood of this thing, and it is actually the numbers matching engine for the car. The date code lines up, the casting number lines up, and the suffix code is a WT, which implies that it's a 350 horsepower engine originally. Now, the previous owner stated it has been rebuilt, and I can see a couple of slight performance modifications here. So we do have like our Edelbrock intake manifold, and it does have a Holley 1850 list number carburetor, which would be a 600 CFM carb. It's a very old list number. It's the more period correct list number for this car. So it'd be 600 CFM straight boosters. It's a 4160 model, so it has vacuum secondaries with a single rail on the one side. But overall, period correct carburetor for the car. I personally I've had a few of them on my cars. Beyond all of that stuff, like I said, numbers matching and such, you do have an original type water pump on the car. Pulleys look like they've been restored. Brand new belts on the car. The car does have an AC system. It looks like the factory type AC system. See your manual brakes on this car. Of course, it being a stick shift car, I can see the stock type Z-bar linkage that's on the car. Power steering we do have. Looks like new battery cables on it as well. See here, looks like new power steering lines. A good looking set of wires on the car, and overall just a solid, honest car. Not too flashy, not too overly done up, but overall it looks to be pretty honest, looks to be pretty nice. The motor seems to run well, and like I said, it is the numbers matching engine for the car. So all that being said, if you'd like to have this Pontiac parked in your driveway, make sure to call Tom with the number below and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this Pontiac in your driveway.